Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Now most of you will know me from my reviews of Elton John and more recently ABBA. Well, I'm going to tell you about my next project as well because it concerns the legendary Stevie Wonder, and as a bit of a introductory video I thought I'd just go through my vinyl and CD collection of Stevie Wonder albums. I'm not going to rank the albums at this stage, I'm just going to introduce you to my collection. But we could divide Stevie's career up into different sections, and certainly the section pre-1972 is mainly collections of singles and other tracks which have been kind of squeezed onto various albums. From 1972, Music of My Mind, we then see a succession of sort of class albums which hang together, each of them as a unit. And there are some brilliant ones through the 70s and 80s. And I think I've got all of those to show you. But before then, we've got these other albums which kind of cobbled together as collections. And the first one of these to show you is Stevie Wonder, Someday at Christmas. A really pleasant collection of Christmas songs, including The Little Drummer Boy, Twinkle Twinkle Little Me. Silver Bells is a particularly memorable track from that one. Then we have another sort of compilation, Stevie Wonder, My Sherry and More. Again, another collection put together. It's got things like Light My Fire in it, Yes to Me, Yes to You, Yesterday. Started to get that familiar Stevie sound on that one. Another little sort of compendium is Signed, Sealed and Delivered. Stevie coming out of a box there. That's got things like We Can Work It Out, Heaven Help Us All, and Sugar on there as well, produced by Stevie Wonder, interestingly, this one. So that's another one to look at. And then I've got Uptight, which again is another sort of later collection, I think, of his songs. But again, it's not really kind of a complete album, if you see what I mean. It's not, he doesn't sit down and say, I'm going to put an album together. And these are the songs I want on it. So again, more a kind of compendium. I Was Made to Love Her on there. And some covers as well of some various other songs, and a few that he was actually involved in writing. Blowing in the Wind there, Bob Dylan's song, is covered on that one. Now, see what you make of this, because I picked this up in a record store about 25 years ago. It's called Stevie Wonder Looking Back, and this is actually a triple album. I suppose it was a forerunner of a CD box set. That is what it looks like inside. It's a massive picture of Stevie. Loads of tracks on this one to enjoy. I Was Made to Love Her, Never Had a Dream Come True. Things like If I Ruled the World as well. Never Dreamed You'd Leave in Summer, which is a beautiful song. So again, lots of tracks on that. There's the track listing if you want to have a look. I think we're probably talking about 30 tracks in all on those. So Stevie was already a legend by 1972, but then we have this run of wonderful albums, and the first one of these in 1972 was this one, Music of My Mind, a kind of deeply introspective album, this one. Just quality tracks all the way through there. Happier Than the Morning Sun, Seems So Long, Evil, Superwoman. I'm going to enjoy reviewing that one for you from 1972. And released in the same year was this one, Talking Book. This one opens out to a picture of Stevie there reflecting in the evening light or the morning light. You Are the Sunshine of My Life, Tuesday Heartbreak, Superstition, When I Fall in Love, It Will Be Forever, You and I, We Can Conquer the World. Some wonderful songs on that. I'm really looking forward to rediscovering that one. And in 1973, we had this one, Inner Visions, as well. Stevie really developing his own sound here. This one has got things like Living for the City, that's still a classic on there, Golden Lady, Higher Ground, All in Love is Fair, a beautiful ballad there. He's Mr. Know-It-All, Don't You Worry About a Thing. Almost every track on this album is a classic of some sort. So really looking forward again to having a look at that one. So what happens after that? Well, in 1974 we have this album, which is fulfilling this first finale. Bit of a tongue twister, that one. I'm not sure which way that should go up. Maybe it's that way actually. But again, what have we got on here? We've got Too Shy to Say, Boogie on Reggae Woman, You Haven't Done Nothing, that political protest song, Bird of Beauty, Please Don't Go, another fine track on that. So, it took a while for these albums to come out because Stevie was a perfectionist, but when they did, goodness me, what musical genius we had. And it all sort of culminates really. Elton John had Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Stevie Wonder in 1976 had this, Songs in the Key of Life. Now, it's hard to pick out a track in the sense from this one, but it's got things like Sir Duke on it, I Wish, Knocks Me Off My Feet, Pastime Paradise, which again a song that's come round again in modern songs, Isn't She Lovely, If It's Magic, As, Another Star. And it also had a bonus single with it, which is really interesting. There's so many good tracks. There are another 4 issued on this single, which kind of fitted inside, I think, when you bought it. Ebony Eyes, Saturn, All Day Sucker, Easy Going Evening. So again, I'm really looking forward to going back through all those tracks. Now, an interesting project from 1979 was this one, Stevie Wonder's Journey Through the Secret Life of Plants. Not exactly full of hits, this one, but I think this was a soundtrack to a motion picture. Indeed, it was. Very interesting, without it sort of, having lots of singles from it. But it does have Send One Your Love from it, which was quite well known. And a lovely song called Black Orchid as well. So that would be quite an interesting one to go back to. Not sure of any other artists that's done songs about plants. You could probably correct me on that. And that was followed in 1980 by the wonderful Hotter Than July, from which we get songs like I Ain't Gonna Stand For It, As If You Read My Mind, Master Blaster, of course, and Lately, which is just a wonderful song, and Happy Birthday. So he's really on top form still. What a run of albums in the 70s. So in 1981, we had this one come out, which was called Original Musicarium. And this is really a greatest hits compilation from the 1970s. It's very well presented. It's a really beautiful album, actually. And it even feels nice on the front of this one. And this has got things like Do I Do on it, Living for the City, Sunshine of My Life, all those sort of songs. So that's a fine collection. Things are starting to tail off a little bit after that. So in 1984, he wrote the music for The Woman in Red, which was a film starring Gene Wilder. And from that, we had the title track. We had I Just Called to Say I Love You. Another one, Love Light in Flight, pretty good song. Don't Drive Drunk. Moments on Moments. So that was a key moment for him. And then 1985 had this album, In Square Circle. Songs like Part-Time Lover, and Overjoyed, and another apartheid song, It's Wrong. So like to rediscover those. In 1987, I'm on to CD now, we had this collection called Characters. Songs like You Will Know, Dark and Lovely, With Each Beat of My Heart, Skeletons. There's a duet on this with Michael Jackson, Get It. My Eyes Don't Cry, Come, Let Me Make Your Love Come Down. I heard a lot of those songs in a concert I went to hear him. I'm afraid to say my collection runs out there because there are more albums. Conversation Piece, Natural Wonder Live, Song Review in 1996. Then we have some collections and box sets. Then in 2002, we had a definitive collection. This is a 2 CD collection of his best work, mainly from the 60s and 70s, I would say there. So what happened after that? The well has run dry a little bit there. There was a complete Stevie Wonder collection from iTunes, but no major albums after that. I just want to show you some of the 12 inches that I collected as well. There was Skeletons, that one there. There was Love Light in Flight. There was a Happy Birthday 12-inch, which was backed with speeches from Martin Luther King, which made a big impact on me at the time. Now, there was this collaboration which brings together two of my favourite artists, not only Stevie Wonder, but also Elton John. And on this, we've also got Gladys Knight and we've got Dionne Warwick. So that was a song written by Burt Bacharach and Carol Bayer Sager, I think. Okay, and now we've got some singles. Not forgetting this 12-inch, of course, which was Part-Time Lover. Now, the singles we've got Ribbon in the Sky, which is a beautiful ballad. We've got Knocks Me Off My Feet, and I Ain't Gonna Stand for It, Baby. That's from the Hotter Than July period. We've got My Cherie Amour, which is backed by Don't Know Why I Love You. We've got Outside My Window, which was from the Plants album, I think. And that's just about it. So looks like I've got my work cut out with these, but I'm really looking forward to going through all these tracks. Stevie Wonder, of course, was a landmark artist and continues to be. If you've ever seen him live in concert, even if you watch it on YouTube, you will see what a master musician he is. And to be honest, he's one of those artists who, even though he's got older, his voice is still in really good shape. He's always had a fantastic range. So he can still sing a lot of these songs in their original keys. So that's it for now. If you've got a favourite Stevie Wonder album, please let me know below. And I promise I'll do my best to get round to them all, or maybe your favourite Stevie Wonder track overall. Anyway, see you next time.